Good morning, everybody. My name is Sean Burt. I'm here today. I am the public relations representative of Mike and Drew Sports. That's what we've been hearing all day. That's Drew back there behind the camera. I want to let everyone know that I'm here today for two specific reasons. It's friendship and a passion for education as well as literacy. That's what brought me here today. I, for one, my personal story, I've always loved to read since I was a child, and it's always been my strength. I've never shied away from it. For some reason, God gave me the ability to read and comprehend, to take that and to express it verbally. So I've learned that from not only my own experiences, but from my grandmother constantly telling me, boy, you need to do something that involves talking because you talk too much. Right? So that's even one of the reasons why Drew, as well as Mike, asked me to be the public relations lead for Mike and Drew Sports. For me to go ahead and tell you exactly how the friendship and our passion for education ties into me being here today, it would require me to go back to our beginnings at Cass Technical High School. Just by a show of hands, is any other Cass Technical High School alum or students in the building? You know, see, y'all in front of me and behind me, that just shows the presence that we have. So, Steve, as well as myself and Andrew, we were like best friends in high school, right? That's why I said it starts with friendship. But because our parents instilled in us a passion for education, we all had that same passion. So we weren't just friends, we were friends who wanted to excel academically. So that friendship started in high school, and by us becoming young men and going off and venturing on our own journeys, I went to Western Michigan University, At first I went right here, Wayne County Community College. I stayed home after graduation in 2010. But my buddies here, they took that step. And they were mature enough to go away from home. They didn't stay home like me and go to a community college. They went to a university from day one. Drew going to Western Michigan University. You went to Indiana, right?
Indiana State.
Indiana State. So they went straight out of state. So I saw the maturity in my friends. We all went on our own paths. And all of our paths were intertwined and connected with our passion for education. So you fast forward past high school, we go to college. Steve's doing awesome things in a different state. We still communicating. I'm seeing he's making great moves and doing great things. I'm still in Detroit. I'm going right here to WC3. And I get on Facebook and I see Andrew. He's at Western Michigan University doing great things. He's doing good in school. He's having a great social life. And I'm here. So that gave me time to really sit back and think strategically, what's the best thing for me to do? So that led me, after I got my degree here at WC3, to go to Western Michigan University because I knew that Andrew was on the right path and he was going to help me out, right? And I felt comfortable. So we get to college. And right before it was time for me to graduate, Mike and Drew Sports started to take off, the sports broadcasting company. We had a passion for sports, but that's how it goes back to literacy and education. Because although we all had a passion for sports, we loved basketball, we loved football, we loved media, we loved watching highlights, watching Allen Iverson cross somebody over. But beyond that, we love to read sports articles. We love to read sports articles, and that's what I want to say to the children right here today. People tell you to read. It's important to read. But what they don't tell you, it's important to read something that you're passionate about. It's important to read something that speaks to your soul. So some people would tell me, you're reading too many sports articles. You're on Bleacher Report too much. You're reading too many sports articles. That's what me and Drew love to do. And me and Drew, we would sit back and talk about sports all day, Steve as well. And we decided we should just take these conversations further. We should take our passion for sports and our passion for reading these articles and apply that knowledge and express it verbally to people and through sports media content, because we're like-minded individuals, we're friends, and the ideas and viewpoints that we have, we believe that we can create some awesome content. So as far as Mike and Drew Sports, I just wanted to let you all know I'm here today, and I'm as a public relations representative, but it's more so as a friend, and I want to express to everyone else that when you surround yourself with like-minded individuals who, like my mom says, has their head on straight, it's going to impact you in great ways. So like Steve said, he met, or I think it was like Keith, for example, he met Catrina through, education. I met Drew and Steve through education and friendship. From that, I met Drew's mom, Miss Bailey, and I met Keith, and they were such an impact on me. I was kind of like Hakeem on Moesha. Y'all used to watch that show? They got tired of me coming over to eat. Keith was going to start billing me. But I loved coming over there because they always showed love and they were so welcoming. So really surround yourself with those people who are not only cool, not only fun to hang out with, but also have, like my mom says, has their head on straight and they have education in mind. Just a little bit about myself personally. Aside from Mike and Drew Sports, Like I said, I'm a graduate of Cass Technical High School. I'm a poet. Like I said, I've always had a strong passion for reading and public speaking as well. So a lot of these things, they really align with my personal goals and interests. So I'm so blessed and so fortunate to be here today at my alma mater to do what I love to do. I'm a poet. I have a strong passion for poetry, a Cass Technical High School graduate. After graduating from Cass Technical High School, I graduated from Wayne County Community College District. I never took classes at this specific campus because I resided on the west side of Detroit. But now I'm on the east side and I'm glad to be here. After leaving WC3, I transitioned to Western Michigan University, where Drew looked out for me and all my friends looked out for me. And I was able to graduate in 2016, and then I moved back to Detroit, and that was a transition, and that was an experience that led me to realize what I wanted to do in life. And I'm glad that Keith brought that up. Keith said that him and Miss Bailey, they stepped out on faith, right? They saw Catrina doing something. Catrina, she stepped out on faith because she thought that it was her calling. Keith and Pam stepped out on faith because they thought it was their calling. Steve stepped out on faith because he thought it was his calling. Drew started a sports broadcasting company when I'm sure that people wanted him to do other things, but he knew that was his calling. And the whole time I'm watching all of these awesome people around me pursue their callings and be fearless, I was figuring out my own stuff. And that gave me the courage to figure out I need to be fearless. I need to pursue my own passion. I need to step out on faith. And I need to do what I'm doing right now, which is speaking. And I'm glad that I had these impactful people to impact my life and persuade me to do so. So last but not least, like I said when I started, I was here for two reasons today. It was friendship and a passion for literacy as well as education. And I thank you all for listening to me. I know that my story was a little bit different. We had some people who said they didn't like to read. They had some people who maybe had complications and it wasn't their strength. Like I said, God gives everybody strengths and weaknesses. I have a lot of weaknesses. But I know for one thing for sure is my strength is being able to read and being able to speak. So I thank Miss Catrina, but I also thank Miss Bailey, Drew, Steve, everybody, Keith, everybody up here on the panel for being fearless and inspiring people like me to do what they did, which is to pursue your passion, have a strong faith, and be brave. And I want all the children and everybody in here to really take note of that. If you're fearless and you do what you feel as if God put you on earth to do, there's no way that you can lose.